Hi, all, and welcome to Monday Night's Treasure Vortex with Gypsy Jules from Zero Discrimination on YouTube and gypsydigs.com, as well as myself, Amanda Degaz. So, first off, apologies for last week. We had thought we might be able to do the show, but in all actuality, it didn't happen, and we didn't have a pre-recorded one. So we will get into our stories here in a second. But hey, Gypsy, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. I got me a cup of coffee here. I'm ready to roll.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I would have probably joined you in the cup of coffee, but I've already had 4 today. First day,
Four.
yes, first day back to work. It's been nothing but raining since Friday night and cold. And when you haven't worked for like a week and a half, it was the struggle was real. The struggle was real getting it back into
I
it.
can I can only imagine. I'm sure that I know the weather is so weird there, so different. It was like kind of cool here today. Jackie and I got out today to our Money Creek,
Ooh.
and it was like a high of 82 today, and very cloudy and overcast. So it has been kind of unusual weather this year, I think, probably here and there. And since Jackie and I probably brought the good weather, the Texas weather, every time I come to visit Amanda, I always bring the good weather. So.
Yeah, so now that everybody knows, well, if they're not on Facebook, Gypsy flew in last week. Actually, is it 2 weeks ago? When did you fly in? 2 weeks ago this Wednesday. Yeah, and the adventure ensued, and it really was. The weather showed the high the whole time that y'all were supposed to be up here. It was, I think, 74 was the high. And I know, I think it was on the day we were headed back from New York. It was, 9 in the morning, and it was showing it was already 87 out. And I'm like, what is going on? It got hot.
Especially that one day. I guess we were out in the field detecting, and when was that?
Yeah, that was Sunday. Last Sunday, not this past Sunday. 2 Sundays ago. It's funny how time flies when like you're actually doing stuff that you enjoy, right?
Right. Oh my gosh, it was epic as always. It was kind of one of those, we've been talking about, Amanda coming and visiting in Texas for so long. She's never come to visit, and then the opportunity arose for me to travel to see her with Jackie, and I jumped on it as soon as I could, and it was a blast. I know that, if we would have told everyone that I was coming, when I found out I was coming, that would have had 500 people. Unfortunately, we just couldn't do that, but we'll maybe plan a trip next time where we can just announce and plan ahead of time. That way we could get more people together. Maybe it's something we could do in the future. Just not enough time.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
absolutely not.
But it was fun. It was great to see you, Amanda, and
it was awesome to meet Jackie. And you know what? It's so much fun. The amount of different permissions I have up here, it was great that some of them were able to work and watch items getting checked off the bucket list. It was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
it was awesome.
Yeah, especially for one certain person. I
Yeah.
mean, she racked up all the bucket listers that were on my bucket list that wasn't even on her bucket list. Because while we were there, so Amanda and I talked Jackie into writing the bucket list. And she, you know, she there's stuff that she's still just even finding out that exists. You know, how some of us are when we were newbies and, we dig our first few silver coins or first something and we're like, what is this? What is this? But the more you dig, you learn what's out there. You learn American currency and you even learn some foreign currency because you're going to dig coins and you're going to dig relics. And we get to know what a lot of those are because, we're in this metal detecting world where we see other people, even if, like we've talked about on the show before when we ask people what their white whales are, what their bucket list finds are, of things we want to dig and that we've seen other detectors dig, but we haven't,
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know how that goes. I don't know if we should spoil everything, though, because there is a video coming out. What do you think? Should we spoil it all? Spoil the video? People still need to watch the video.
It's still worth watching. Like, it honestly is, because it's just so much
Yeah,
fun.
because there's other finds in there, too. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. So I say when we first got there, after we got off the airplane, Amanda picked us up and we had a little time and she said, hey, it's late in the evening, let's go swing for a little bit. And we did. And I don't remember, I think our very first hit, I started videoing and it turned out to be a modern quarter. And I swore I had a largie or a silver coin, It sounded so perfect, And then a few other odds and ends I think I got out in that field. I think I got a flat button. But we weren't out there very long. And then the next thing I know, I walk up to the car. It was about time to leave. And Amanda, what did you say? Do you remember what you said to me? Or?
I don't remember what I said. I said, did you see what she found?
Yeah.
And you had said no. And
I said,
yeah.
Yeah. I said, no, what'd she find? And then she pulls it out of her bag, and Jackie got a Civil War, or it could be pre-Civil War. That's my brain. A heel plate.
Yeah, heel plate. And it was a hexagon one, or it was different than some of the majority that you see.
Yeah, a hexagon shape inside. And I was just like, what? I was in shock. I was in shock because a heel plate has been on my bucket list for a while. I really want a heart one with the heart in there, or the clover. Those are my top two. I would definitely take what she got as well. But she's like, I wasn't sure what I had, but, she kind of had a general idea, but she had never seen one, I guess. And, yep. Awesome, Jackie. That was epic. Epic. And I am so jealous.
I know. And then next morning we got up early and headed to Rhode Island to the infamous button dump. So we spent some time there and found some pretty cool buttons. I actually ended up with two that I've never had before. And I think, didn't you end up with one that you've never had?
Yeah, I did. I looked it up, and right now can't even remember exactly what it was. But we we didn't have as much luck as we normally do at the button dump. But, I have to say I didn't really sift. I really didn't dig that much. I just picked a few areas and kind of, tried to do more mudlarking by closer to the water. And the creek was really up, so it was way different from any time I'd ever been there.
Yep.
Because it's usually so low. And I talked her into using the PKU thing to look, bring the bucket with the
bucket with the plastic on the bottom.
Yeah, and we were going to use that, but the water was just too high. And anyway, yeah. So, but Jackie got a really cool button too, and it was a great day, and since we weren't having that much luck at the button dump, we just kind of all said, "Hey, let's take off. Let's go to our next step."
Yeah. Next spot.
Next destination.
Let's move it.
Right.
And that we did, and we made it for low tide, and we ended up at, one of our favorite spots ever. And I know that we did our usual who finds what the most, and I can say I'm not sure on what day it was. Was it the first day there that I found gold?
I think it was the second day.
I can't remember. Too many days. Too many places.
I think it was the second day where you found the ring.
Yeah, so I got on a gold ring, which is pretty exciting.
Oh, it was epic.
It was, absolutely was. And just I'm today I started laying out all the finds to take pictures and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like how much I think I need a bigger table for everything between the metal detecting, the dump digging, the mudlarking. I'm like, I don't know.
I hear you there, because it's like, oh my gosh, like I brought way more than I'm sure I should, and then I ended up unfortunately dumping some stuff with Amanda.
Happens.
You can re-scrap that, right? Yeah, you can throw that in your scrap bucket. Yep. And make you a little money off of it, hopefully. I don't know.
It's funny, though, because I just emptied all those buckets, and then I think, it doesn't matter
filled
anyway.
One.
Oh, yeah, we absolutely filled one. We filled more than one. We absolutely filled more than one.
It was a blast. So, Amanda, I think